Cam, do they play any different with? This is a team that has their backs against the wall. They need to win. Do you expect them to be a little bit more aggressive in with what they do?
I think when your backs are against the wall, you are aggressive. You know, I think they've been aggressive in every game. Sometimes they've been in 4th and 2. Go deep. Trying to steal yards. But when you got an offense like you have to be aggressive. You got 2 top flight wide receivers. You got a really good quarterback that can sling it around to everybody, and an offensive line that can protect for the most part.
Is it maybe more important in this game to get more pressure on Joe Burrow?
Yeah, 4-man pressure, 5-man pressure, whatever you can, you got to get pressure on him because he is elite at extending plays, buying extra time, and like I talked about, those 2 wide receivers. You give them just a crease, they are going to make a big play.
TJ's been kind of taken out by teams throwing a lot of chips at him the last couple weeks, specifically. I mean, how do you see him navigating that?
I don't think he's getting taken out. I think they got good players out there. They're making plays as well. Sometimes it might not turn into sacks, but there's pressures. There's being able to make plays in the quick passing department, runs. I know we pay a lot of attention to the passing game, but last week included, you look, they run the ball a lot. So I think TJ is always going to be TJ. Doesn't matter what you're going to do, but he's able to stop in both ways.
Because we pay so much attention to the passing game.
Yes.
Is his run defense underrated a little bit?
Yes, hands down.
Cam, what can you guys do as a group to get more sacks?
Work together. I think a couple times during extended plays, it was just he was able to buy time out of the pocket. I think we gotta clean up our communication, clean up our rush lanes, and the sacks will come. I think we don't have to do anything special. Just play how we play.
You guys have gotten to the quarterback in a number of different ways over the years. There have been years where you blitzed a lot, and then some other years where you led the league in sacks but didn't blitz a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you guys might need to bring in some guys more often in order to get home more often, or is it just?
I don't think so. I think you can have a good mix of both. But the onus is up front. You own it, you move on. At the end of the day, if you're winning games with sacks, pressures, batted balls, if they're going to run draws, you find ways to get off the field. That's all that matters.
Cam, are there specific challenges with playing 4 division games? Or is it just next opponent, move on, we face you twice?
I think it's more the latter. I think, when you look at this, our schedule, you can't change anything. You can't cry about it. I think you look at it as, who's next on the list? How can we get better? How can we improve from our last performance? Got to make those weighty plays. I can't stress enough, when you look at their losses, it's come down to weighty plays on both sides for them. Either them making plays or them missing plays, but, looking forward to really answering the call there.
And to that point, Mike talked yesterday about red zone defense.
Yeah.
You haven't allowed a lot of it.
But once they've gotten down there, they've had a lot of success. We got to clean that up. Can't be 7 always. Can't be 3. But I like the fact that they're not getting down there often. So, it can't be a pick your poison. It's got to be, it's got to be slim to none when they do get down there. And when they do get down there, it's got to be 3.
You mentioned you can't control your schedule. You play what's on the schedule, but are there things that you do during the mini-bye to prepare for stretches in the future where you've got like 3 games in 10 days?
I turn off the TV, I play with my family, and, keep it moving. I think best thing you can do is rest, get off your feet, and, just embrace the challenge. I don't think we have to do anything special. I think it's just, you get these games, and when you have a Thursday night game, it's like, all right, we got to relax on the back end so it can be ready on the front end.
Cam, you mentioned that mobility that Joe has.
Mm-hmm.
How do you, as a defense, counter that type of mobility?
It's mobility, but it's not mobility to run and take off. It's mobility to extend plays. So we got to do a good job of keep rushing. Plaster on the back end. So it works hand in hand where guys have to get off blocks, have to keep making moves. And then our DBs, can't sell out to stop the run because he'll dice you up and throw right up your head.
Is Jamar Chase, and how do they play off each other?
Man, it's an awesome tandem, man. One of the best duos, if not the best duo in this league. Chase has been unbelievable, and they got arguably one of the best quarterbacks in this league throwing them the ball, man. So it don't get no better than that on offense. That's why I say it's gonna take all 11 guys, detailing their job and executing, and it's gonna definitely take a full defensive effort because they have a lot of playmakers and a lot of home run hitters. It's just explosive offense, man, that comes in stadiums to run you out defensively. So
Just saying that because they're LSU guys. Did you
go Tigers.
During that college, that season though, were you following them pretty close and got to know them at all?
100%, definitely. I'm sure the whole world was. They definitely, like I said, man, talented bunch, man. Quarterback Burrow has he's been lights out. Basically since he stepped foot in this league, he's been one of those guys who just has that killer instinct that you want at the quarterback position. And Chase, man, he's, like I said, man, home run hitter. Can turn a quick screen into a 90-yard touchdown. Can turn a quick slant into it. Like, who knows, man? This guy's just very dynamic on a perimeter, and as well as a lot of the guys. The back 30, he's really good downhill guy. Like I said, man, definitely an explosive offense with a lot of weapons that can beat you different ways.
Donte, you mentioned the killer instinct. Is that what separates Joe from other guys?
That, and obviously his ability to throw the ball and don't make any bad decisions with the rock, man. The killer instinct being one of those traits that he has that not a lot of guys possess at this level.
Do you expect them to take more chances because their backs are against the wall? Can they be more dangerous because they need to win out, basically?
Those guys are dangerous no matter what the situation is. This is a division game. It's a liked opponent, so they're going to always be aggressive playing against the Steelers in the division game at home. I don't think the situation really matters to them, man. I just think they come in, like I said, ready to run the defense out no matter who you are, no matter what you've done in the past. So, like I said, we're going to have to be disciplined. We're going to have to detail and play a full 60-minute game.
Mike Tom, go ahead.
You've been doing this for a while. Obviously, there's a lot of high-level receivers face, but when you have a guy like Chase, you going against him. Is there a certain juice for you for the week, or is there a certain strategy you take when it's not just when you're facing one of the 2 or 3 best receivers maybe in the league?
I respect anybody I line up in front of. It's the pros. No matter if you know the name or not, anybody can beat you at any moment. So my process, stays the same with that regard. Just respect for the game, respect for who's on the other side at all times. But like you said, Chase is one of the best, man. So that obviously doesn't go unnoticed. As well as T. Higgins, they're just a great duo, man. Them guys can do whatever, beat you either way. So you got to lock in for 60 minutes and get ready to play a full-out game.
Mike Tomlin yesterday told us that you guys are kind of focusing a little bit on the red zone defense, that when you guys self-scouted, when the coaching staff self-scouted over the mini-bye, you guys had a chance to kind of look at that. That was kind of a problem area. What, after seeing the film, are some of the biggest points of emphasis for you guys in that area?
It just comes down to communication, execution. Guys don't get down there on us often, so that I guess that calls for us to just lack some of the details in that area of the field. You're always looking to get better in this league, especially towards the end of the season. So definitely that's about area